Hello, everybody. And the camera just went on me here. Let me see if I can get that working again. Deactivate. Even if it doesn't work here, and it should in a second, I'm still going to be ranking everything. And I need to replace this camera at some point in time because it has been having more issues. All right, so I can see in my preview, it looks like I'm back. Let's go here and talk about how this process works. This is every single anime that I have watched, and I can use, as you can see, the arrow keys to see which one of these I prefer. It does a one-to-one comparison, so Silver Guardian versus a Returner's Magic. That sounds like a lot of comparisons. I think it's 154 anime on this list, and it could be slightly higher. I know that I've missed some, but with these 154 anime, you're like, okay, if I have to compare one of them 153 times against all the others, that's going to take forever. This is smarter than that, and a good sorting kind of ranking system should, in fact, be smarter than that. It instead says, if I decide, like I'm going to, that a Returner's Magic should be special, is better than the Silver Guardian, anytime I say something's better than a Returner's Magic, it doesn't have to do the comparison to the one lower than it. Trapped in a Dating Sim is one of my favorite animes, so that one beats out Berserk for me. Berserk was the first or second, I think first anime I watched, second being Neon Genesis Evangelion. The Dreaming Boy is a realist or a certain magical index. The Dreaming Boy is a realist. I think I'm going to give a slight nod to Campfire Cooking versus Horimiya. I do like both of those a lot. I actually like the manga, though, better for Horimiya than I do the anime. The manga is just phenomenal. The anime is really good as well, but I'm going to go Campfire Cooking, Delicious in Dungeon, or Neon Genesis. Delicious in Dungeon. Neon Genesis is not, I don't hate it, but I also don't love it. Cells at Work or Konosuba. I'm going to go Konosuba. I think that one's just a touch better. Cells at Work is a lot of fun. Komi Can't Communicate and Bottom Tier Character Tamazaki are two that I really like, but Bottom Tier Character Tamazaki it's just so good. So that one is one of my top ones. Soul Eater or Overlord. I know Overlord is a very popular one. For me, I like Soul Eater better. After School Dice Club is a fun one about board games. Obviously, you can see behind me a bunch of board games. I love board games, but Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun is a little bit better. My Next Life as a Villainess, All Routes Lead to Doom was fun. Interesting premise, the villain of an Otome game. But Yamada-kun and the Seven Witches is such a nice, tight story that I really enjoy that one. And it's a single season. Ooh, Eden Zero, just a fun, goofy romp versus My Status as an Assassin obviously exceeds the hero. I just finished up, actually, yesterday. I think it was, yesterday, the first season of that. I'm going to give the slight edge to Eden Zero for the absurdity. Eureka 7 maybe shouldn't be on the list. I've only watched a handful of episodes for that. Nah, I'm going to leave it on there. I thought it was okay. Spy Family is great, though. Gurren Lagann and Tokyo Revengers. Gurren Lagann gets the nod for me, though I do like Tokyo Revengers as well. Demon Slayer. I need to watch more Demon Slayer. I think when I first started watching it, there was the expectation that it was going to be more than it was. It's just visual eye candy. I mean, it's that eye candy kind of anime that I enjoy, but it's one that I'll probably like watch a dozen episodes of, go back to it a little bit later. I'm still gonna put it over the fruit. Cautious Hero or Summertime Rendering. Cautious Hero just kind of was like, eh. Summertime Rendering I really enjoyed. Fairy Gone or the Water Magician. The Water Magician was, that was what, the summer core. I really like that one, so for sure. Steins Gate is one of my favorites. I love that one. The Detective is Already Dead is okay. Uh, interesting concept, but Little Witch Academia is better. The Newgate or Bleach. I'm gonna give Bleach the edge. The Newgate is fun though. I'd say that's another one where I prefer the manga, and we actually have another one here where I prefer the manga as well. Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro. Great, really fun manga to read. Seeing it played out on screen is a little bit less enjoyable. So I'm going to give Let's Play Toradora, or Is It Wrong to Try and Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? I would say the first season of Is It Wrong I prefer, but then it really gets okay-ish. So Toradora. To Be Hero X or Kill la Kill. I love To Be Hero X. I think it's a really interesting one. Bofuri or In Another World with My Smartphone. In Another World with My Smartphone was kind of meh, so Bofuri for sure. Love After World Domination or Fairy Tale. Love After World Domination is fun. Psyche K. Psyche K is up there for me, especially like the first season that they did of it. Ancient Magus Bride or Akame ga Kill. Ancient Magus Bride. Ghost Hunt or I Left My A-Rank Party to Help My Former Students Reach the Dungeon Depths. I like Ghost Hunt quite well. Yeah, that's going to be the one I go with. Aesthetica of a Rogue Hero or The Genius Prince's Guide to Raising a Nation Out of Debt. Aesthetica of a Rogue Hero. Domestic Girlfriend or My Darling in the Franxx. My Darling in the Franxx. Return as Magic's. Now, you're going to see I can choose between the two, but because I picked Returner's Magic, it's going to have me do that next one. Sere Gensoki Spirit Chronicles. I'm trying to remember. Some of these are a little bit like, I think I prefer series. Time Travel Girl or Rent a Girlfriend. Oddly enough, I think if Rent a Girlfriend actually progressed ever, that would go up there for me. And there was really good progression, like end of season 3, I think it was great. And then it just fell back to where it had been. So I'm going to go Time Travel Girl. Trapped in a Dating Sim or Mashal. I like Trapped in a Dating Sim better than Mashal. Kaguya-sama Love is War is phenomenal. Kuma 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 Bear or The Dreaming Boy is a Realist. I'm going to go with The Dreaming Boy. Kuma 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 Bear was fun and then just kind of fell off. I'll actually even go with A Certain Magical Index over that. Why the Hell Are You Here, Teacher? Raunchy. Anime fan service galore. I mean, it is what it is. I don't like Gun Gale Online, like the spin-off Gun Gale Online. Second season of SAO, I like. So I'm gonna give. I went with the Why Are You Here, Teacher? Magi or D Greyman. I'm gonna go with D Greyman there. Tokyo ESP or Aria the Scarlet Ammo. Tokyo ESP, slight advantage there. Oof. Campfire Cooking or Gorilla God's Go-To Gal. I really enjoyed Gorilla God's Go-To Gal. But Campfire Cooking, Gorilla God Orimia, that feels right. Blue Exorcist or Code Geass? Geass? I'm going to go with Code Geass. I didn't love it. Delicious in Dungeon and Neon Genesis over No Game No Life. No Game No Life I did not like. Love Tyrant or Pokemon? Let's go Pokemon. Konosuba. Am I actually the strongest? Am I actually the strongest? No. Konosuba. And Cells at Work, yeah. Freerin over Wiseman's Grandchild. I do not like that one. Brotherhood over Ultraman. Apothecary Diaries just barely over My Dress Up Darling. Both of those are phenomenal. Bottom tier character and Comey over How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. New Saga definitely over Raven in the Palace. Soul Eater or Shuinji Family Children. Shuinji. Oh man. Failure Frame I really like. I wish they had images for these, but obviously it's not connected into any system. Kaiju number 8 over Monthly Girls, sorry. Dan to Dan, Lord of Mysteries, easy. Yamada-kun. A couple of Cuckoos had a fun first season. Sky Wizard Academy, meh. I may be a guild receptionist, but also any boss to clock out on time is a great premise and a very enjoyable show. Shikimori is not just a cutie. Like that one a lot. Suppose a Kid versus Inuyasha. I thought Inuyasha was fine. Like I watched that as an adult. I watched both of these as an adult, but I prefer Suppose a Kid. Spy Family versus Gamers. Spy Family. Eureka 7 or Gamers. Rising of the Shield Hero. Actually, once I got past the first episode, I enjoyed pretty well. But the Banished Court Magician aims to become the strongest, I think, is just slightly better. Gurren Lagann and Tokyo Revengers. Bogus Skill, I think. Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy. Yeah. More than a married couple, but not lovers. I actually enjoyed that one quite well, so I'm going to go there. JJK over Demon Slayer. Witch Watch, definitely over the Bed and Breakfast. My Senpai is Annoy or Summertime Rendering. My Senpai is just so much fun. Food Wars beats out A Brilliant Healer's New Life in the Shadows for me. Food Wars I enjoy quite well. The Water Magician over the Devil is a Part-Timer, but then Devil is a Part-Timer there. My love story with the Yamada-kun is a great kind of romance one. Tying the Knot with Amagami Sister actually works really well, and yeah, a lot of fun. Prefer that to I Was Reincarnated as the Seventh Prince. Okay, on or Cultural Exchange. I'm going to go Cultural Exchange there. Steins Gate or Assassination Classroom. Now, these are two that I really like. I give the edge to Assassination Classroom. Another two I really enjoy. Once Upon a Witch's Death or My Roommate is a Cat. I'm going to go with My Roommate is a Cat, though both of them are a blast. Little Witch, definitely over Reborn. Congestion just set in. Reborn over The Detective is Already Dead. Freerin. Management of a Nudge. Bleach. Newgate. My Hero, yeah. From Old Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman is a blast. I like that one a lot. Mikodono Sisters, I love. Fruit Basket, I love. I think Mikodono Sisters is just a little bit more fun in my type. Let's Play. Don't Toy With Me, yeah. Space Dandy is one of my favorites. Just so goofy and fun. Toradora. And isn't wrong. Reincarnated as a Slime is fine. SAO, one of my favorites. Ooh, to be Hero X over Our Last Crusade, but Our Last Crusade is really good. Cowboy Bebop, there. Beaufrey over Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone, then. The Osan newbie adventure, trained to death by the most powerful party, became. Yeah, it's really long. That's one I prefer. Oh, man. Love After World Domination. Blood Blockade Battlefront. Shangri-La, one of my favorites again. Psyche K. Magma was enjoyable. Fire Force over Laid Back Camp. Beast Tamer, I had a good time with that one. Ghost Hunt, and I left my A-rank party. I really enjoyed I left my A-rank party. Returner's Magic Easy. My Darling in the Franxx. Silver Guardian, I think. Domestic Girlfriend, just kind of a mess. Trapped in a Dating Sim. Yes. And Mashal over Time Travel Girl. Man, I do like Berserk, but it's been so long. I'm gonna go with Time Travel Girl, then Berserk, then Rent a Girlfriend. Kaguya-sama Love is War. Dreaming, Certain Magical Index. Kumu Kumu Bear. D Gray Man. Why the hell are you here, teacher? Magi. Magi was just okay. Campfire Cooking in Another World is so much fun. Gorilla Gods, Go To Gal, Orimiya. All of those are great. Delicious and Dungeon, great. Oh, man. I mean, I think both of these would be considered kind of classics. I think I prefer Neon Genesis Evangelion, Code Geass, Blue Exorcist. No Game, No Life did nothing for me. Konosuba, Cells at Work, Pokemon. Am I actually the strongest? Meh. Love Tyrant over that, yeah. Freerin, Full Metal Alchemist, Ultraman, A Wise Man Grandchild. I cannot stand. Bottom two character, Tomozaki, then Apothecary Diaries, My Dress Up Darling. Oh my goodness, those four are just fire. Shuinji, Family Children, New Saga. New Saga does something I really like. Returns Magics should be special, also does the same thing. What if you know the end? How would you go back and do it differently? Soul Eater, definitely. Overlord, probably, yeah. Kaiju number 8, love it. Monthly Girls, love it. Failure Frame. There we go. Dandadan. Yamada-kun. Lord of Mysteries, yeah. That felt right. Shikimori, it's so cute, so good. Guild Receptionist. Eden Zero. My Status is the Assassin, yeah. I like that combo. Spy Family. Suppose a Kid. Inuyasha. Some of these, as it gets further down, it's like tougher to separate because they don't necessarily stand out as well in my head as some other ones. So, let's see. Banished Court Magician or Gurren Lagann? Gurren Lagann. Banished Court Magician. Tokyo Revengers. Rise of the Shield Hero. Yep. Tsukimichi. Ooh, Bogus Skill. And then Full Metal Panic, yeah. More Than a Couple of Lovers beats out JJK. JJK, though, over Unaware. Unaware is... I enjoy it, but, oh man, my senpai is annoying. Yeah, over Witch Watch, just barely. Witch Watch, Summertime Rendering, Kakuro, yo. This one's actually tough. I enjoy both of these a lot. The Water Magician, though. Devil is a Part-Timer. Brilliant Hero, or Healer. Yamada-kun or Amagami Sister? I'm going to go Amagami Sister. That one I think has a lot of really good plot to it. Shy was the last one I went with there. Assassination Classroom easily. Steins Gate easily. Cultural Exchange, I think that one's better. Isekai Cheat Musician was fun. My Roommate is a Cat, and Once Upon a Witch's Death over Little Witch Academia. I do enjoy both of those a lot. Freerin. Ooh, do I have a double Freerin in here? We'll see if that pops up again. Management over there. Old Country Bumpkin, yeah. Beats it out. My Hero Academia over Secrets of the Silent Witch. That was fine. The Strongest Sage with the Weakest Crest. Secrets of the Silent Witch. Mikadono Sisters is just one that really worked for me. Fruits Basket or Let's Play. Fruits Basket. That's real close. Space Dandy over Toradora for me. Ooh, Restaurant to Another World. I do enjoy that one quite well. Same with Toradora. I'm going to go Toradora. Is it wrong? Yeah. SAO. To Be Hero X. Dakashi Kashi. Bofuri over Cowboy Bebop. I know probably not for most people, but Rascal over Dr. Stone. Osan, Nui Adventurer, great. Masume-kun's Revenge. I actually enjoyed that one quite well. Let's do that over there. Shangri-La, one of my favorites. Psyche K, Iceblade Sorcerer, yeah. Beast Tamer, then Fire Force, then Ancient Magus Bride. Coming Got Kill, or Laid Back Camp. Very similar anime. So tough to determine. No, they're very different. I'm going to go with Akame ga Kill. Returner's Magic should be special. Ghost Hunt. I Left My A-Rank Party. Oof. This is tough. Again, this is that lower part of the list. I'm going to go with My Darling the Franxx. Aesthetica. Genius Prince. Ooh, now these are two I adore. Kaguya-sama. Trapped in a Dating Sim easy. Mashal easy. Time Travel Girl. Realist. Berserk. Rent-a-Girlfriend. Because Rent-a-Girlfriend does have that absolutely phenomenal arc. Campfire Cooking. Gorilla God. Horimiya. Tokyo ESP. D. Greyman was just fine. Why the hell are you here, teacher? Aria. Delicious in Dungeon easy. Oh man, this is... Let's go Konosuba. Neon Genesis. Kogias. Cells at Work. Pokemon. Blue Exorcist. Love Tyrant. Am I actually the strongest? Yeah, that feels right. So there's double Freerin. Clear out that one. Doesn't massively change anything. Bottom tier character Tamazaki. Apothecary Diaries. My Dress Up Darling. Komi Can't Communicate. Yep. Then Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Ultraman. Weitzman's Grandchild is horrible. Sorry if you like it. Kaiju number 8. Monthly Girls in the Zaki-kun. Shunji Family Children beats Failure Frame. New Saga beats Failure Frame. Failure Frame over Soul Eater. Same with After School Dice Club, but Soul Eater is one of those earlier ones that I watched that I enjoyed. I got a cheat skill. Yeah. Dan, love it. Shikimori. Guild Receptionist. Yamada-kun and the Seven Witches is great. Lord of Mysteries, fun. Eden Zero over a couple of cuckoos. didn't stick the landing on season 1, and season 2 just kind of continued that meh trajectory. Villainous was the last one there. Spy Family over Gurren Lagann. Suppose a Kid. I like it better. Gurren Lagann. Banished Court Magician. Tokyo Revengers. Rising of the Shield Hero, I would say there. Inuyasha. Death March. Yeah, that feels right. Tsukimichi. But then More Than Married. Bogus Skill. Full Metal Panic. JJK here. Demon Slayer here. Unaware Atelier Meister, I think, is slightly better. And the Frutal Evolution slightly better. My Senpai is Annoying is phenomenal, so let's do that there. But then Water Magician, Food Wars. I like Witch Watch better than The Devil's Part-Timer. Actually, I might like Summertime Rendering as well, but not Kaku Ryu. A Brilliant Healer, Fairy Gone. I think in my head I've confused Fairy Gun and Fairy Tale a couple times, but both of those land in a pretty similar spot. Assassination Classroom, Steins Gate, but then Tying the Knot, Love Story. I like a lot of romance ones. Cultural Exchange, yeah. Shy over the Cheat Code, or Cheat Magician. K-On! I think goes there. Frieren, one of my favorites. My Roommate is a Cat. Once Upon a Witch's Death, Little Witch Academia, Oliver Bleach, but then Bleach and the New Gate, and the Management of a Novice Alchemist. Is this a zombie? Reborn as a Vending Machine. Detective's already dead. And the camera went out again. Alright, so let's do the camera fix again. Camera fix, camera fix, camera fix. Camera fix. Yay, camera fix. And it's not actually fixed yet. I have to camera fix, camera fix, and it's fixed for now. Alright, so Mikadono Sisters or From Old Country Bumpkin gets the slight nod there. Forgot to click over to this other screen. Mikadono Sisters, Fruits Basket, yes. Oh man, this is tough. My Hero Academia. I'm currently watching through it, so I haven't hit the end yet, but I'm going to go with Let's Play, but then My Hero, Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro, Secrets of the Silent Witch, Strongest Age was just disappointing. SAO over Space Dandy, To Be Hero X over Space Dandy. To Be Hero X really worked for me. Ooh, Dagashikashi or Toradora. I'm going to go Dagashikashi and Our Last Crusade. But then Toradora. Is it wrong to try and pick up girls in a dungeon, restaurant to another world? Kill la Kill over Reincarnated as a Slime. Osen Newbie Adventurer. Yeah, over Bofuri. But Bofuri then Cowboy Bebop. Rascal. Masamune's Kun's Revenge is fun. Dr. Stone, need to finish up where I'm at on that. Love After World Domination. Blood Blockade Battlefront. Fairy Tale, yeah. Gets a nod there. Shangri-La Frontier. Psyche K. Ice Blade Sorcerer. But then Beast Tamer, Fire Force, for sure. Ancient Magus Bride. Ooh, Magmel or Akame ga Kill. I think that I missed one in here. I haven't seen Chain Soldier in here. So that one was missed on the list. Akame ga Kill. I'll say where that one would drop at the end. Yeah, Akame ga Kill over Magmel. Magmel over Laid Back Camp. 100 Girlfriends has a lot of fun episodes, but it's just inconsistent. Kaguya-sama Love is War. And Trapped in a Dating Sim over Returner's Magic, but Returner's Magic over Mashal. Ghost Hunt. I Left My A-Ring Party. Time Travel Girl, yeah. Dreaming Boy is a Realist. Berserk. Rent a Girlfriend over My Darling the Franxx. My Darling over a certain magical index, but then back there. Kuma 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 Bear. Aesthetica of a Rogue Hero. Genius Prince was okay. Cardcaptor Sakura. 2 food ones here. Excuse me. Campfire Cooking. And Gorilla God. And Onimiya. Delicious Dungeon next, though. Konosuba. Tokyo ESP. Neon Genesis. Kogias. D. Greyman. Cells at Work. Pokemon. Oh man, I actually think I'm gonna go with Why the Hell Are You Here, Teacher over Blue Exorcist. Blue Exorcist was just okay. Love Tyrant. Arya. Am I actually the strongest? Magi. GGO. Oh. So as you can, so the orange bar, by the way, is showing how far we're going through here. This is tough. Tamazaki. Apothecary Diaries, yeah. Kaiju number 8. My Dress Up Darling. Oh, I realized I don't have One Dance on here either. My wife and I have watched all of that so far. Monthly Girls over Komi. Shunji Family Children. Komi. New Saga. Failure Frame. Brotherhood, because I haven't finished it yet. Dice Club. War Games. Ultraman. Soul Eater, yeah. I got a cheat skill. How not to summon a Demon Lord. And yeah. Raven in the Inner Palace over Wiseman's Grandchild. Dan over Spy Family. No. Shikimori is more... I prefer. Spy Family. Guild Receptionist. Yamada-kun and the 7 Witches. Last Dungeon Boonies. Lord of Mysteries over Gurren Lagann. Eden Zero over Gurren Lagann. Well, then Gurren Lagann. My Status. Banished. Tokyo Revengers. Couple of Cuckoos. Rise of the Shield Hero. Yeah, I'd say that goes there. Doom. Inuyasha. Death March. Yeah. Gamers, sure. Sky Wizard Academy. Senpai or Tsukumichi? Moonlit Fantasy. Senpai, I think. Water Magician, Food Wars. Tsukumichi drops in there. Witch Watch. More Than Married. Summertime Rendering. Devil is a Part-Timer. Yep. Bogus Skill or Brilliant Healer? Brilliant Healer. Bogus Skill. Full Metal Panic. JJK over Fairy Gone. Demon Slayer over Fairy Gone. Fairy Gone. Excuse me. Unaware. Fruit Evolution. Bed and Breakfast was fine. Freerin over Assassination Classroom. Assassination Classroom. Steins Gate. Amagami Sister over My Roommate is a Cat. Same with Yamada-kun. But then Cat. Cultural. Once Upon a Witch's Death. Little Witch Academia. Bleach. Newgate. Shy. Isekai. Reborn. Detective's already dead, yeah. SAO. Ooh. I think when I did what I watched this year, I had Old Country Bumpkin above Master Swordsman, but I'm not sure if I still do. Space Dandy. Gashikashi. Our Last Crusade. Fruit Basket. Toradora. Let's play, yeah. Restaurant to Another World, My Hero, Kill la Kill, Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro, Secrets of the Silent Witch. These two are similar. I went with Slime there. Shangri-La Frontier, Osen, Psyche K, Ice Blade Sorcerer, yep, like that one. Beast Tamer, give a slight edge. Bofuri, Cowboy Bebop, Fire Force, Rascal, Revenge, I think, yeah. Dr. Stone, Ancient Mage's Bride, should be higher. It's so beautiful, but the story, yeah, it works, but I don't know, it just kind of meanders in some ways. Love After World Domination, yeah. World Blockade, Fairy Tale. Akame got killed, definitely over smartphone. A lot of these are going to be over smartphone, yeah. Smartphone's okay. Kaguya-sama over Campfire Cooking. Same with Trapped in a Dating Sim and Returner's Magic. I love all of those. Campfire Cooking over Mashal. Gorilla God's Go-To Gal. Orimiya. Mashal over Delicious in Dungeon, though. Ghost Hunt. Yeah, left my A-rank party. Time Travel Girl. Dreaming Boy is a Realist. Berserk. Rent a Girlfriend Ed's Best is Better. Konosuba over My Darling in the Bronx. Tokyo SP. Neon Genesis Evangelion. Code Geass. My Darling. Certain Magical Index. D Greyman was okay. It pops in there. Cells at Work. Let's see. Pokemon over Aesthetica. Why the hell are you here, teacher? Over Aesthetica. Blue Exorcist, sure. Love Tyrant, sure. Aesthetica. Genius Prince. Card Captor. Spirit Chronicles. Magi, yeah. GGO, sure. I do think No Game, No Life is better than the Silver Guardian, which just didn't do anything for me. Dan. But then Tomazaki, Apothecary Diaries, Kaiju number 8, My Dress Up Darling, all phenomenal. Shikimori or Monthly Girls? Monthly Girls is one of my favorite. Shikimori, then there. Spy Family, Shunji Family, Komi Can't Communicate, New Saga, Guild Receptionist, yeah. Yamada-kun and the Seven Witches, Suppose a Kid from the Last Dungeon Boonies, Lord of Mysteries. Actually, I'm going to go Failure Frame over Lord of Mysteries. Same with Brotherhood. Lord of Mysteries drops in there. Eden Zero, just so fun. Gurren Lagann, also a ton of fun. After School Dice Club, get my board games in there. Ultraman, Soul Eater, Assassin, Cheat Skill, Banished, let's do Banished there. Revengers, Cheat Skill, a couple of Cuckoos, Rising of a Shield Hero. I feel confident in all of these. Villainous. How not to summon Demon Lord over there. Death March, Gamers, Sky Wizard Academy, Overlord, Eureka 7, easy. Alright, we're getting fairly close to the end here. Free Assassination Classroom. No. My senpai is annoying over Steins Gate. Steins Gate over Water Magician. Amagami Sisters over Water Magician. But then Water Magician drops in there. Food Wars. Tsukumichi Moonlit Fantasy. Or My Love Story with the Yamada-kun level 999. I'm going to go Tsukumichi. Then Love Story. Roommate is a Cat. Witch Watch, definitely there. More Than Married, but Not Lovers. I think over, yeah, Summertime Rendering. You'll see there's been a slight change from when I did the list of what I watched this year. It's always just a snapshot in time. Little Witch Academia. Bleach over Devil is part-timer. Devil is part-timer, drops in there. Newgate. Brilliant Healer. Bogus Skill. Yeah, Full Metal Panic. Shy. JJK. Demon Slayer. Management. Let's go Isekai, Cheat Magician. Fairy God. Unaware Atelier Meister. I feel good about this. Reborn as a Vending Machine. Kaon. Detective's already dead. Cautious Hero. Yeah. Okay. Now I need to pause and think here for a minute, because these are two of my favorites. These could very well be number 1 and 2 on the list when all is said and done. I give the slight edge to SAO, then Shangri-La Frontier, Hero X, Old Country, Mikadono Sisters, Osun, Space Dandy, Psyche K. Its best episodes are so good. Takashi Kashi. Our Last Crusade, yeah. Ice Blade, Beast Tamer, Bofuri, Cowboy Bebop, yeah. Fruit Basket, Toradora. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? Yeah. Let's Play, I think, does beat out Fire Force. Same with Restaurant. Ooh, these two, I don't know, they kind of hold a similar spot in my head. I'm gonna go with My Hero, then Fire Force, then Rascal, Kill la Kill. No. Masumi Kun's. Yeah, Don't Toy. Dr. Stone, easily. Ancient Magus Bride, by a little bit. Love, same. Okay, then Secrets of a Silent Witch here. Blood Blockade Battlefront, Fairy Tale. Kame Got Kill, didn't love it. Magmel, 100 Girlfriends, again, has some funny episodes. Laid Back Camp, was hoping for more. Slime, Vending Machine, yeah. Phone. Dan, bottom 2 character. Ooh, Apothecary Diary. We're getting so many good ones in a row. I feel bad that I keep on passing over Kaguya-sama. Trapped in a Dating Sim, Returner's Magic, Monthly Girls, Nozaki-kun, Campfire Cooking, then Gorilla God, then Shikimori is a better romance than Orimiya. Though I do like Orimiya, I think better there. Mashal, Spy Family. Spy Family's dropped some, but kind of for the reason some people have talked about online. It hasn't really progressed. Needs a little bit more progression. Shunji Family Children, Over Delicious in Dungeon. Same with Komi. Ooh, New Saga. And then Delicious in Dungeon. Ghost Hunt. Oh, these two, again, they hold a similar spot in my head. I'm going to go with... I'm going to go with Guild Receptionist, A Rank, Imana-kun, Boonies, Failure Frame, Brotherhood, Mysteries, Eden Zero, yeah, I feel good about that. Gurren Lagann, After School Dice Club, Time Travel Girl, Ultraman, yeah, Soul Eater, Realist, Berserk. Excuse me. Winter Girlfriend. And that's why I have a lot. That's why I have a lot of water here. Assassin Now, and Banished, and Tokyo Revengers, Cheat Skill, Cuckoos, Shield Hero. I'm going to go All Routes Lead to Doom over Konosuba. And Inuyasha. Konosuba, Tokyo ESP. Loosh, yeah. Certain Magical Index. How Not to Summon a Demon Lord, that feels right. And there. Gamers. Kuma Bear. You just kind of disappointed me. Why the hell are you here, teacher? That one did have some fun elements to it. Creepy as hell. In a way that it's not meant to be a creepy anime. Raven at the Inner Palace probably should be higher, but it's just such... It's supposed to be like same vein as Apothecary Diaries, but feels just so weak in comparison. Spirit, Arya, actually the strongest, Magi, Gunga Online, No Game No Life, Silver Guardian, Domestic Girlfriend. Alright. I think there's probably 3 giant lists that need to get combined. SAO, Shangri-La, Freerun, Assassination Classroom, yep, feeling good. To Be Hero X, Mikadono Sisters, that one just worked. Senpai is annoying, Steins Gate, no. Space Dandy, Steins Gate. Psyche, Water Magician, I think we're going to go Tsukumichi, yes. Love Story, Roommate is a Cat, Witch Watch, yeah. More Than Married, actually, to Summertime Rendering, yep. Now Dagachikashi, Our Last Crusade. You can see you kind of get these clumps where you might go on a run on one side for a little bit and then bounce back to the other side. Toradora, yes. Wrong to Pick Up Girls, yes. Let's Play Over Bleach, yeah. Same with Restaurant to Another World. You know the drill. Time to fix the camera. Have you tried turning it on and off again? Literally what I do every time. But then I have to deactivate and reactivate. And now I'm back. I can see myself back. So, voila. My Hero over Bleach, yes. Same with Fire Force. But then Bleach, then Rascal. Devil is a Part-Timer. That one's fallen a ways. Honestly, the last season, Devil as a Part-Timer, the one that came out relatively recently, was just, oof. It was rough. But The Devil is a Part-Timer does have one of the best visual gags in it when they're talking about different types of hamburgers and hamburger orders, and then the girls are trying on putting on their swimsuits. Great visual gag. Kill la Kill, brilliant. Masumi's, yeah. Nagatoro, Dr. Stone. We're gonna go a few here. I kind of know what's coming up on this side, so yeah, that's the right spot for that one. Love After World Domination is fun. Doesn't really stand out. Isekai Cheat, Secrets, Blood Blockade, Fairy Gone or Fairy Tale. Let's put them right next to each other. I'm gonna go Fairy Gone and Unaware Atelier Meister, Fruit of Evolution, Fairy Tale, Kame ga Kill, Magmel, yeah. 100 Girlfriends. Again, it has some really funny episodes. Laid Back Camp, Reincarnated as a Slime, Reborn as a Vending Machine. Vending Machine. Slime. Oh, I have double vending machine on the list. Fix that. Spirit, Kaon, Greatest Demon Lord Reborn, Phone. Yeah, this feeling. Cautious Hero. Is that a zombie? All right. Here we go. Dandadan and SAO. Dandadan. SAO. Shangri-La Frontier. Tomozaki. No. Apothecary Diaries. Freerin. Kaiju number 8. My Dress Up Darling. Yes, this is feeling good. Kaguya-sama. Yes. Assassination Classroom. Trapped in a Dating Sim. Still one of my favorites. Return of Miss Magic. To Be Hero X. Old Country Bumpkin. Mikadono Sisters. Osen. Monthly Girls in Zaki-Kunis. I love that one. And Campfire, no. Senpai is annoying. And Space Dandy over Campfire and Cooking. Same with Steins Gate. But then Campfire Cooking. Gorilla God, yeah. Shikimori over Psyche K. Psyche K. Orimiya. Mashal. Yeah. Amagami Sisters. Spy Family. Shinji Family. Water Magician over Komi. Komi over Food Wars. New Saga over Food Wars. Delicious in Dungeon over Food Wars. Food Wars over Ghost Hunt. So we have 2 food ones right by each other. Tsukumichi or Ghost Hunt? Ghost Hunt. Tsukumichi. No. Guild Receptionist. A-Rank Party. Yamada-kun that one's really fun. Then Tsukumichi. Love Story. Roommate is a Cat. Witch Watch over Boonies. More Than Married over Boonies. Summertime Rendering over Boonies. Takashi Kashi or Boonies. Let's go Boonies. Then Takashi Kashi. Our Last Crusade, yeah. Failure Frame. Ice Blade. Beast Tamer. Bofuri. Full Metal Alchemist. No, Cowboy Bebop. Fruits Basket. Full Metal Alchemist. Lord of Mysteries. Cultural Exchange. Once Upon a Witch's Death, yep. Little Witch Academia. Sometimes you're looking at one going like, I don't know about those two. And then you click through to the next one and you're like, oh, this is definitely the right order. Toradora. Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon. Let's Play. Yeah. Restaurant to Another World, sure. Fire Force. Eden Zero kind of falls in that same category. Bleach. Gurren Lagann. Dream. Devil's a Part-Timer. The Newgate. Yes. After School Dice Club. Time Travel Girl. Ultraman. Yeah. Soul Eater over Kill la Kill. But then Kill la Kill. Realist. Berserk. Brilliant. That's tough. Rent a Girlfriend. Again, I want Rent a Girlfriend to be higher. It just fails at progressing after a certain point. And it's like, but you were progressing. Why did you stop there? Revenge. Nagatoro. Dr. Stone. Assassin and Vanished over Fruitmaster. But then we got Fruitmaster, Full Metal Panic, Shy, JJK, yeah. Revengers, Slayer, Management of a Novice. Yeah, Management. Love After World Domination. Couple of Cuckoos, yeah. Rising of a Shield Hero. Secrets of the Silent Witch, sure. Inuyasha. Blood Blockade. Fairy Gone. Unaware and Fruit, yeah. Fairy Tale. Kame ga Kill. Magma. Konosuba was just fine. The issue is, it's supposed to be funny, and it's just hit or miss for me. Neon Genesis. Code Geass, yeah. Vending machine goes there. Slime. Franks. Magical Index. Bed and Breakfast for Spirits. Okay, on. Death March. Gamers. Some of these I think would go up if I rewatched them. Kuma Bear. Now, I will be doing... Nah, D-Gray Man over that. Still doesn't work. I will be doing a list of this over on nerdologist.com, doing in kind of chunks of 10, starting from 100 through 91 and going up. So if you want to really hear about what these anime are like, that's going to be the time to do that. Obviously, I'm going through this pretty quickly, very quickly. Especially here at the end. And we got our whole list. So let's just look at the top 10 here real quick. Dan, Sword Art Online, Shangri-La Frontier, bottom tier character Tamazaki, Apothecary Diaries, Frieren, Kaiju number 8, My Dress Up Darling, Kaguya-sama, and Assassination Classroom. I love that top 10, though that is peak top 10 for me. I have watched Dan multiple times, SAO multiple times, Shangri-La multiple times, bottom tier character multiple times, Apothecary Diaries only once, but I gladly go back to it. Frieren only once, but both of those were in this year. Kaiju number 8 multiple times, My Dress Up Darling multiple times, Kaguya-sama only once, so 3 of them only once, and then Assassination Classroom only once. So 4 out of my top 10 I've watched only once. SAO, I've watched that a bunch of times. I haven't watched the whole way, just because some of that was earlier on. So, man, just a really fun list. And like I said, I'll dive into these more in specifics over on nerdologist.com. Articles will be coming out over the next month or so for this. With that, thank you so much for watching. It's been a while since I streamed. Camera was being a pain, but hopefully you had fun with this. I will do a slow scroll now so you can pause and see what this list looks like and complain that things are too low on the list. In particular, I know, like, the Berserk I watched, like I said, was it was the first anime I watched. And so that was not like one of the redone Berserk or anything like that. This was original, so good, but so tough to watch. It just keeps it a little bit lower on the list for me. At number 77 there. I do think some things could actually pass it if I went back to them. There we are at 100. Inuyasha drops on there. And then obviously, I think I said I had 154. We deleted out 2. So it should be a list of 152, if I remember correctly. Though, we will have to see as I get down to the bottom here. 152 indeed. Let me click something here. There we are. We have the full list. I just had to adjust the screen since I zoomed in a little bit on it to make it easier to view. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this content, please subscribe. Click that notification bell to know when these random videos go live. And yeah, check out the other spots I'm here on the internet. 10-Minute Marvel podcast. And yeah, with that, bottoms up. See you next time.